That was basically based on junk science that was never even peer reviewed. There's no way that could have got through peer review.
Yeah.
It's toilet paper, I call that. You know, scientific papers. I have certain ones I call toilet papers.
It's the other half of that story, and I've had economists and econometricians sort of take apart that model, the wildly naive assumptions about human behavior, and you just plug things in, which are essentially made up points, and you keep manipulating it to get the process you want. And I think the one thing that maybe we can assume, I don't know how you feel about this, but they wanted a big number because they wanted to get people's attention, and I've read about this. The whole lockdown model is perhaps a radical interpretation of the precautionary principle, suggesting that, you know what, something really bad might happen, so we need to preemptively lock everything down in hopes that it doesn't happen. Which again, to me, sounds kind of medieval, but that's sort of the logic I think that some of them argue.
Yeah, and Professor Michael Levitt from Stanford, I mean, incredible guy, incredible mind. And he actually got his Nobel Prize in 2013 for complex chemical and biochemical modeling of progression of reactions. I mean, that guy, he was in China when this blew. He was in the perfect place in every way. But he has used repeatedly the term medieval, and I'd agree totally. I think science has been replaced this year suddenly with scientism, with we're listening to the science. But if you try and even discuss the logic and the actual science, it's censored and shut down. So it's obviously not science, it's religion. Because science is always debated, different points are all aired, and then through that process of argument and debate, the best hypothesis surface naturally. That's science. In this case, we had YouTube censoring videos of epidemiologists, virologists, top people, and the people they censored in March. I remember I got the videos on other channels and I thought, oh my God, these guys are completely bang on. And sure enough, we know now that the people who were censored were bang on the money. But the narrative now has to be protected because the political fallout from ever even going near acknowledging that it was a mistake, which it was, without question, the fallout is too big. It's too big to fail. I don't know what you think, Matt, but you literally can't have governments around the world admitting to their people they made a mistake on this. It's too big. Millions of people have lost their jobs, suicides, lost partners. The devastation is massive. The cancer diagnoses delayed. The people who will die from cancer, huge number. Cardiac deaths. In the UK, for the last couple of months, there is an increased mortality versus previous years. But you know what? It's all in the 40 to 60-year-olds. It ain't COVID. It's all deaths in the home. There's below standard deaths in hospital and care homes. The people who are dying in the home are not dying of COVID. Those guys get to hospital. They're dying of cardiac arrests and other problems from the lockdown, and the numbers are beginning to grow.